With Phillip Rivers retiring, we all know the Indianapolis Colts need a quarterback, and are they about to get a former star in the league who they know very, very well? It's time to do some very important detective work, so stay tuned, everybody. Welcome to another video here on TPS. I'm Anthony Bruno, and first of all, a big shout out to the TPS community for the very warm welcome you guys gave me earlier this week when I made my debut on the channel. I'm so excited to be a part of the team and continue to bring you guys some great content for the rest of the year. If you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, ring that notification bell as well so you're notified every time we drop a new video. Alright, so the reason you're all here right now is Andrew Luck. Yes, Andrew Luck returning to the Indianapolis Colts. Well, before we get into that, here's a reminder of the last time we heard from Luck when he shockingly retired from the NFL back in 2019.
This is not an easy decision. Honestly, it's the hardest decision of my life. But it is the right decision for me. For the last 4 years or so, I've been in this cycle of injury, pain, rehab, injury, pain, rehab. And it's been unceasing and unrelenting, both in season, and off season. And I felt stuck in it, and the only way I see out is to no longer play football. It's taken my joy of this game away, and this. Sorry.
Wow, he was super emotional that day. You could hear the pain in his voice. At the age of 29, in his prime, as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, Luck decided to hang up the cleats. And as we all know, year after year, he got beat up and suffered so many injuries because the Colts failed to protect him with a good offensive line. So, to the surprise of absolutely no one, with Andrew Luck retiring so close to the start of the 2019 season, the Colts had a very disappointing 7-9 season with Jacoby Brissett as the starting quarterback. But then in the 2020 offseason, the Colts picked up veteran QB Phillip Rivers, who, despite looking pretty washed up in his final season with the Chargers, was actually able to do a pretty nice job as the Colts starting QB this past season. The Colts went 11-5, their first 11-win season since 2014, before losing to the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs on Wild Card Weekend. And when you think about this Colts team, they have everything you'd look for in a Super Bowl caliber team. They have a great offensive line, something they absolutely did not have when Andrew Luck was around. And you combine that with a very good young core of skill position players with running back Jonathan Taylor and wide receivers Paris Campbell and Michael Pittman. And they also have some stars on the defensive side of the ball as well with DeForest Buckner and Darius Leonard. And on top of that, they have a very solid head coach GM combo in Frank Reich and Chris Ballard. So saying all that, imagine after going 11-5 with Phillip Rivers as the starting quarterback last season, just how good this Colts team would be if Andrew Luck actually came back. So now it's time to do that detective work that I was talking about earlier. A guy named Mike with the Twitter handle @KareemJumpman tweeted at Rickard on Sports, who is the program director at the flagship radio station of the Colts, saying, "My wife has a mutual friend with Nicole's best friend, which is the wife of Andrew. I think this answers a lot of our questions. This was Sunday or yesterday, I'm not sure." And this random dude named Mike also posted a screenshot of an alleged text conversation between Nicole P., which is actually the name of Andrew Luck's wife, and her best friend. So here's how it goes. "Girl, you won't believe this. Lucy just spoke a full sentence almost. Ha 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 ha." Believe it or not, Lucy is actually the name of Andrew Luck's daughter, but we still don't know what's going on here. We're digging into this. The best friend goes, "No way!" "Yup, it was the cutest thing ever. Andrew didn't know what to do. So Thursday, do you want to run to Saks with me and Lainey?" Andrew is having a meeting with Jim around noonish. Absolutely, Jim who? Okay, first of all, if you're best friends with Andrew Luck's wife, wouldn't you probably have even like the slightest idea who this Jim guy is? You know, the billionaire owner of the Indianapolis Colts who gave your best friend's husband a 6-year, $140 million contract? Anyway, all right, so then Nicole goes, Jimmy with the Colts. And her best friend says, WTF, he misses football, huh? We told him he would. Misses is an understatement. If he does play again, this is the first step. We all hate when he's gone for a day or two at a time, but he'll be so much happier. We all know he misses it more than anything. The conversation continues. The best friend goes, well, I hope he does, but first and foremost, I hope he's happy with whatever he wants to do. Lucy will cry when he's gone at night now. Laughing face emoji. No more laying with dad before bed. Crying face, and then a bunch of crying face emojis. All right, I'm on my way. Okay, first of all, if you're best friends with Andrew Luck's wife, what the hell are you doing leaking these private text conversations? That is absolutely insane. That is grounds for never speaking to this person ever again. And that makes me raise a lot of question marks when it comes to these text screenshots that we're seeing on Twitter. And it leads me to believe that Mike is probably completely full of it, and you really never know what to believe these days with all the trolls on Twitter and social media. So who the hell knows if this is true or not? I'll leave it up to you guys to decide as well. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you actually think that this text conversation is legit? I would really like to hear your thoughts. All right, so another very interesting part of this entire situation is this. Here's what Jimmy from the Colts, or Jim Irsay as we know him, said about Andrew Luck last week on January 27th in an article from USA Today. Irsay goes, he knows how much we'd love to have him be our quarterback. There's just no question about that. But at the same time, we know for it to work out, he has to be the one that says, you know what, I'm ready. I want to really create a little bit of history in unprecedented aspects. Irsay goes on to say, I don't know if we'll see that. I think he's happy, he's raising his daughter, he has a wonderful family, he's a great Colt, and he knows that he can come back anytime he wants, but at the same time, we respect that he's made that decision. We don't want to be annoying by always saying, hey, there's no point to that. He knows we'd love to have him back, but only he could decide that, and right now, he's retired. There is no doubt about it that Colts owner Jim Irsay would love to have Andrew Luck come back and be his starting quarterback. We saw how successful the team was when they moved on from Peyton Manning and Luck came in as a rookie and immediately elevated that franchise and brought them back to the playoffs and did some really great things during his short time in the NFL. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, the Colts obviously need a starting quarterback with Phillip Rivers retiring in the offseason, and they have so many good things in place that if they were to actually get a legitimate starter, this team is going to vault right into the Super Bowl contenders conversation, and it should be very interesting to see how this plays out because as we all know, there's a lot of quarterback rumors going on right now in the NFL. We're going to see lots of movement in the offseason, and the excitement is just beginning. I know we saw that big trade with Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford, but there's all the Deshaun Watson rumors floating around. Where's he going to land? And there's a lot of teams that obviously right now need a starting quarterback. So it is going to be very, very interesting to see how this all plays out. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and please let us know in the comments what you think is going to happen. Is Andrew Luck actually going to come out of retirement and rejoin the Indianapolis Colts? Is this random Mike guy on Twitter actually telling the truth with these screenshots, or is he completely full of it? Please let us know in the comments. And if you don't think that Andrew Luck is going to come out of retirement, let me know who you think is going to be the Colts' next starting quarterback. Like I said, there's a lot of rumors flying around with all this potential quarterback movement. And if you're a Colts fan, I want to hear who you want to be your next starting quarterback. So please let us know. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you in the next video.